So if I were to ask you what some of the most important words that others you care about would describe you as. So if I said to someone else, a family or a good friend, hey, give me, out of the top 5, give me 3 words that might show up for Joe, that you would tell me, this is who he is. This is, if I need to tell you anything about Joe, this is what you need to know. What's really powerful about this, and I'm not recommending you do it because there's some issues with privacy settings and whatnot on Facebook, but a few years ago at our Activate conference, we took an app that we felt pretty safe about, and we had everybody, before they did the app, we had them write down the same thing. We did a teaching block. We kind of led them into it. We had them write down those things that they would want someone else to say about them that really mattered to them, who they thought they were, if they had to narrow it down to just a couple words. Then what we had them run this Facebook app. And what the app did was, it created a map, and it took all the words that they used within like the last 6 months on their social media, on Facebook, and it made a bubble with the biggest word, the one they used the most, and then so on and so forth. So the words they used the least didn't even show up. So the biggest word that you used over and over was the biggest word on that map that was created just for you. Then what we had them do was compare the top 3 words from that Facebook scan, from what you've shared the last 6 months, with the 3 words you wrote down about yourself that you would want people to know about you. Do they line up? And it was so powerful because for a lot of us, they didn't. Now, yes, I know there's nuance. And yes, sometimes we're sharing things on Facebook that have to do with our business or have to do with a specific brand and may not necessarily relate to us personally and uniquely. But the point is this: if we continue to share with our clients, with our gym, with our social media, with our marketing, things we think people want to hear, things that someone else is doing, so we should do it because it makes money. Oh, that's a great business model. I'm going to follow that business model. That's great if you're all about making money in business. If that is your top core value, then you're not going to burn out that way. But what I'm saying is, you have to say what you want to say. You have to be willing to share with the world around you the authentic parts of who you are, what you're passionate about that no one has to pay you for, things that move your soul, intentions that matter, and start sharing those things in your coaching, in your blogs, in your writing, in your social media posts. Because one of the hardest things to sustain is an identity that other people believe is you when it's really not.